working out and living balanced, healthy life. She's married, has 3 kids, ages 3 months to 6 years. She's built a thriving business in between the mug cracks while her husband is going through veterinary school. Passion met purpose when she found coaching opportunity and she's fallen in love with inspiring moms. Mentoring her coaches, empowering women to create the lives that they want to live as they become the best versions of themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. A whole lot of noise for Mika!
Okay, I'm super excited to talk to you guys today. Actually, I'm really freaking nervous, to be truthful, but that's okay. So I am going to talk to you about something that I have always been really passionate about, which is, oh shoot, where's the clicker? Thanks. Okay, here we go. Going after your dreams. So I know I'm probably speaking, or what was it, preaching to the choir here, because that's the reason you're here. You're probably going after your dreams. But I'm just going to kind of talk about a little bit about my story and how I feel like going after your dreams, honestly, is more than anything a mindset over actions. So, first of all, where it all began. So I have always been into sports. I was an athlete growing up my entire life, and I started gymnastics when I was 5 years old, and soon after started competing and traveling around the country, and my parents would put me on planes when I was 6, 7, 8 years old, traveling with my team. And before long, I made the goal and set my dreams on the 2004 Olympics. And so as soon as I chose that, as soon as I set my mind to it and figured that that was what I wanted to go for, we started looking into different gyms that I could train at around the country. My mom, we were kind of going to uproot and move so that I could train with some of the Olympic coaches. And it wasn't long after that I just started to lose my passion for it. And I had been training 6 days a week, 4 hours a day for years, all throughout elementary school. My mom would pick me up early from school. I'd travel 30 minutes to the gym, train for 4 hours, travel 30 minutes home, do my homework, and go to bed. And that was life as I knew it. And it's all I wanted for a while. But then I lost my passion, started to dread practice. I started pulling out my eyelashes and doing all these weird, quirky things because I just had anxiety. And I told my parents, I don't think I want to do this anymore. Like, I think I'm done. And we went back and forth for months, just trying to say, is it worth it to throw this all away? I put all this time and effort and talent into this love that I had. What am I going to do with it now? So we went in, we talked to my coaches, and I remember going in with my mom, and I can't remember if my dad was there. I kind of blocked it out. It seems like another life at this point, but. So we went in and talked to my coaches, and we said, you know what, I'm done. I'm not gonna do this anymore. And their jaw dropped, and then they just said, you were making the biggest mistake of your life. And I was like, no, because I don't love this anymore. And my mom was so supportive. And they just said, the owner of the gym that I trained at, he was the ASU head coach. So Arizona State, he says, Micah, you have a 4X scholarship to any college in the country and you're 11 years old. How can you throw that away? How can you throw away all of this training, all of this time and effort that you put into this? How can you do this? And I just said, I just can't do this anymore. So that was it. I was done. I walked away, and at that point, I was going into 7th grade, which was the best thing ever, because then all of a sudden I just did a little bit of everything. I played volleyball, basketball, track, softball, figured out what I liked. And I did go on to play college volleyball, and I loved it, and got my schooling paid for, so stick it to the man, John, and it was awesome. So everything, as I think about my life, and I think about what's happened, everything stemmed from my years as a gymnast. My mentality, my habits, my quirky little things that I still do when I get stressed out. I still pull out my eyelashes when I get stressed. It's terrible. And so that's kind of what I'm going to base a lot of it off of. So, is this a delay or am I like special? Okay, so Operation Dream Again. So who out here has dreams? Good. So when I was looking into this, did you guys know that 9 out of every 10 people do not go on to live their dreams? So 1 out of every 10 of you will actually go on to fulfill those things and to live a life that you love and that you're passionate about and all those things. To me, dreams are now, at the point that I'm at, freedom. When I think of dreams, I think of freedom. And so obviously, Beachbody goes hand in hand with going after my dreams. And when I was looking into how come people aren't willing to go for their dreams and to fulfill those, it came down to fear was a huge one. Fear of rejection, fear of failure, lack of finances, lack of time, lack of all of these things that are just excuses. And so I'm going to talk about a few things that you can focus on as you are conquering these excuses that will come up, because they always do, and going after your dreams and really living a life of passion. So first of all, your why, we've heard it 12 million times, your why has to be so strong, stronger than any excuse that comes your way, because they're going to come. And you have to always remember and always have something that's worth fighting for, that's worth digging deep. And when it's so much easier just to throw in a towel and say, screw it, you're going to keep going, you're going to keep trekking. And then when you do reach those things, it's going to be so much more worth it. Obviously, hard work and sacrifice, you can't build your dreams without those things, which is why so many people never reach them, because it's not common to be willing to work your freaking butt off. It's not common to sacrifice things that people say, oh, but this is important to me. Well, yeah, what's more important? I know that for me, when I think back to my Beachbody career, or whatever Beachbody life, since 2.5 years ago, our lives have completely changed in 2.5 years because of the hard work and the consistency and the things that I was willing to do day in, day out, when life was crappy, when I was having a kid, when my kid was in the NICU, when me and my husband were struggling in our marriage, when things were so hard, and I thought, okay, well, this is what's important. I should probably put this on the back burner, but I knew I couldn't, because I knew that this Beachbody was going to get me where I wanted to go, and I would figure the other stuff out, and I made for dang sure that I did. But it's so essential that your why is stronger than your excuses, that you're willing to put in the hard work and the sacrifice and consistency every single day, when you feel like it, and especially when you don't feel like it. And you have to be intentional. This is one thing that when people say, how do you build a business with 3 small kids while your husband's in vet school, and basically, I mean, you cut the crap, honestly, you just cut out everything that's not moving you closer to your goals. It all goes out the window. Every single choice that you make is intentional. It's, I'm doing the laundry because I have to do it, so I'm listening to personal development. I'm cleaning the bathroom, so I'm listening to a training. Everything is going to bring you closer to your goals, but you have to be intentional about the littlest things. Waking up super early and getting in this, eat that frog, getting in the stuff that you hate doing, but you know is essential, get it done first thing. And those things added up over time are what build your dreams every single day. Good thing I have my glasses on, because I can still barely even see them. And then bridging the gap from A to B. So when you start something, you're here, and your dreams are way the heck over there. So how do you bridge the gap? Obviously, we all know personal development, and I will preach it from the rooftops, because it is hands down the biggest life changer that anyone can ever do. Building yourself and investing in your growth will change every aspect of your life. So we're going to go a little bit more into that. Oh. Okay, growing into your goals. So, as a gymnast, that meant it was mostly physical. It meant being in the gym 4 hours a day, 6 days a week, handling things mentally and growing and becoming stronger that way. As a girl boss and as a leader and as an entrepreneur, that means developing new skills and growing yourself and investing in that growth. And that will make you or break you. In any big goal that you're going for, you have to be continually growing. You don't want to set goals that are like one step out of your comfort zone, because that's simple. Anyone can do that. You want to set goals that are like way the heck over there, that seem like I will never get there. How am I going to get there? But as you like one day at a time, you keep checking, that's when you grow, and that's when you reach these big dreams. And it doesn't happen overnight. It takes a lifetime, honestly. And then I love these quotes. One says, confidence is not, they will like me. Confidence is, I'll be fine if they don't. When I flipped that switch, when I kind of came to the realization that I was good enough, no matter if people were talking crap, no matter if they were whispering, no matter if they were like, dude, what is this girl doing posting her selfies on Facebook? I didn't care anymore, because I knew that Beachbody was my vessel to build freedom for my family, for our kids' kids, for my extended family. I mean, it is amazing what you can do with the opportunity. And so that to me was so clear that nothing else mattered. And I better get married. Okay. Next, you're developing a mindset of failing forward. You've heard it a million times. But when I was in 9th grade, I had kind of a monumental moment, and it seemed so silly, and it never really seemed that significant until actually I was preparing this. So I was a straight A student. I was going for 100% like this and that. I would put so much pressure on myself to be perfect. And again, this stems from being a gymnast. You're always going for that 10 score. Everything's perfection. And any little thing you're deducted, you know. So I had this mindset all throughout life. So in 9th grade, I got a B in math. And I was devastated. It was like the worst thing ever. I bawled, and it was terrible, and I thought I was just a failure. But then all of a sudden, my family still loved me, my parents were still proud of me, life went on, and I realized at that moment that, holy crap, I don't have to be perfect. And I can fail, and I can learn, and I can grow, and I can still go on and do awesome things. So that to me was a game changer, honestly. And I put this truck picture up here because I wanted to talk about you have to get uncomfortable, or get comfortable being uncomfortable. And this will change your life in and of itself, because so many people let that stand in their way. If it's uncomfortable, they don't do it. If it's not something they're going to be perfect at, they don't do it. And every single time before I had a track meet, I would get so deathly sick. I would just feel like I was going to throw up. It was terrible. But it's because, again, that pressure that I put on myself that I had to win every single meet, and it was terrible. Well, I went on to set a junior high record that is still standing, so that's kind of cool, and I pushed past those excuses, and I made it happen. And that's been an ongoing thing in my life. And so, one last thing, I'm wrapping it up, is life happens direct to sales. So, just like my gymnastics dream, it was going for the 2004 Olympics. Obviously that didn't happen. Obviously I lost my passion, I moved on, and as long as you're just pushing for something, as long as you're goal-oriented, working towards something, and you keep your mind open, opportunities are gonna come. And when the right one does, you're gonna be ready. I love this quote. It says, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity, and that is so true. The wealthy people, the successful people, all of these people that we look up to, that's not luck. That is working their butts off and being ready to take any opportunity that came their way and run. And so just be ready and live unapologetically and be true to you. We all have different dreams. Every dream looks different. My dream is to stay at home in my sweats with my kids every day, be able to help people with fitness. Like, in a million years, I would have never chosen that was what I was going to do for the rest of my life, and that's what I was going to build financial freedom and life freedom and freedom to own our own time. But that's what it is, and I get so much fulfillment out of helping people every single day create that freedom for themselves. So whatever you do, whatever you want in life, just be true to you and live with passion and purpose, and you'll be able to make anything happen. So, thanks guys.